Hello and welcome. Today I want to go over some EDC pouches that I've made throughout the past few months and years, and why I carry them and for what reason I use them for in the different environments that I use them in. In front of us we have a variety of packs here from Vanquest and one from Maxpedition. These packs are designed for slightly different environments and different focuses, but they all carry a common core of things. One of them would be a light, a solar charging device, Mylar space blanket, cordage, a boo-boo kit or a small tiny personalized medical kit, not a full IFAC system, some sort of signaling mirror, a whistle, a compass, and a water container of some sort. So those are some of the items that I carry universally throughout these bags here. Let's start with the one on the right here because it's kind of hard to see this one. This is a Maxpedition Beefy. This is my first pack that I made. It's about 4 years old, and I've changed things throughout the years in it, but it's been relatively the same since I've made it. Moving next to it, we have the Vanquest Ftim 6x9 Generation 2 organizer. This one's mounted to an HSGI thigh rig platform. Moving over here, we have the one that I use the most, and it's my favorite one out of all these, is the Vanquest 5x7 Generation 2 Maximizer. And then we have the one that I take in my rescue backpack or my backpacking one. This is the Vanquest Husky PPM organizer. So I guess I'll start with this. On the outside of most of my packs, I'll have some type of paracordage on the outside for easy reaching and grabbing. And then sometimes I'll include like a little, I forget what you call these, but carabiner. So I can hang it off my belt or another method of doing that. In the front pouch, these all have front pouches. I either keep a water bag and or a medical kit. There's a small tiny medical kit in this one. It's not even, I wouldn't really call it medical, it just has some medical items. But they do have, I do some bandages and alcohol prep pads and things like that. Inside we have the Multitool 2.0 light, we have a whistle, we have some lip balm, we have a lighter with beeswax wick cord wrapped around it, and then we have Leatherman Tool P4 and a Mech-Army X2S in stainless steel at the bottom here. Then we have a ferrite rod here at the top of it. And then we have my stainless steel drinking cup, which is collapsible. I have about 20 feet of cordage here. I have a Nitecore NU05 in here, and then beneath this pouch I have a whole bunch of other things like a Mylar blanket and a signal mirror, a compass. And underneath the pouch here, there's like a slip pouch behind here. I have my ULG Ultralast 2AA solar panel USB charger. So as you can see, this is a very tightly packed kit. All the items in here, all three lights, can be charged by that solar panel, which is important for my needs, at least in the field. Again, these packs are geared towards my uses. They're not going to be geared towards everybody's uses. So again, these are the way I make my packs here. Moving along, we're going to make some space on the table here, just so we can talk about the 5x7 a little bit more. We have an O-Pen 2 on the outside. This is a USB-C rechargeable pen light. We refill ink cartridges. I have, again, the Multitool 2.0 on the outside here. I have 10 feet of paracord here. And on the back here, it's just my Ranger beads and the Molly adapter. I count with these beads here. Then on the handle here, I've managed to wrap around 275 paracord, about 15 feet. And then I have these straps here, which allow me to hook onto my belt. And then I put this makeshift strap here instead of an actual strap for your neck, which I wear around my body. This paracord strap's 275 as well. Works very well, surprisingly. In the front pouch we have another small little baby boo-boo kit or a small medical bag with medical items in it. And then I also have a 1 liter empty bag here for emergency use. And then on the side here I have my full tang K-bar dozer knife and my Purell. So my other kit didn't have a full tang knife in it, so that's one change there, and Purell as well. And also a writing tool. Inside, I have a Yaesu VX1R ham radio here, and then I also have a Hydro Blue water filter, so that's another difference. I also have a sewing fishing kit down here. I also have a secondary sewing kit in the kit as well. But as you can see, it's similarly arranged, although a little bit more easier accessible than the PPM Husky. My headlamp and the NU05 with its original band, Slim Rescue Howler whistle, and then underneath here I have my Mylar blanket and my solar charging panel and my antenna for the radio. So pretty much pretty much the same bag, but slightly different loadout and a little bit heavier on the weight. I think this one last clocked in with the items in it at about 2 pounds 8 ounces. So it's a heavy bag, but it's not that heavy compared to the other next to it are coming up. So I can take this one in a backpack. I usually have it around my neck and shoulder, and I carry it around town. It can fit underneath most coats in the winter. In the summertime, it's fine the way it is. Most people don't really even realize I have it because it's that small. Even though it's stuffed to the brim, it's still a relatively small bag to use, and it's my most common one that I've used so far. And I can take it inside and outside of backpacks, which is what I do with this one the most. Moving along, we have the Vanquest 6x9 Ftim Generation 2 maximizer. And again, on the outside, as you notice, I still have my K-bar dozer knife. I have managed to fit a small mechanical pencil in there for drawing. And then on this side, I actually have a 2AA cell IYP, I think 25. This is a Nietzsche 219C light, so it's got a high color rendering LED in there, which I like. And then I have my Purell in the front pouch here, along with my medical supplies here as well. And then on the side here, I managed to wrap the handle in 275 paracord. I think this is about 20 feet here. And you can see the back of the HSGI thigh rig platform. I might take this off in the future and just keep this as an independent pack. But for now, I like it on here. It's a little bit different setup in case I want to wear this around my thigh, which does get heavy after a while, admittedly, but it does work. Moving up, you can even tear these bags open like that if you want to in a rush. I choose not to do that right now. But they open up pretty quick, and the organization is just fantastic for these bags. Again, I have my Leatherman Rev 4 here. This is a full plier tool, not like the Squirt P4, so it's got a little bit more force behind it. Then I have a secondary tool, multi-tool, which is the CS, which I use as a scissor. Again, I have a slightly beefier headlamp, NU17 here. Got the VX1R in here, Hydro Blue water filter, 2-liter dry sack. This is about 50 feet of 95-pound cord without the core, and I have 325 paracord in here, about 10 feet there. And then underneath all this, I have my handkerchief and my solar panel. In these three bags, the past three, the 5x7, the 6x9, and the Maxpedition, I do have handkerchiefs in my bags as well. So this is the inside here, plus the extra antenna. So it's a little bit different than the 5x7, a little bit more customizability for the radio compartment and the multi-tool compartment. On to my last EDC pouch and my oldest one. This one is about 6.5 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. It's been with me for a long time. I've used it working on the trails. I've used it walking around town. I've used it going into the city. It's a great bag. It's just a little bit heavy, and one of my issues with this particular bag was the way stuff was organized in it. You could chalk that up to my fault as not being as efficient with packing it. That's most likely the scenario, and or there isn't enough organization in here for my needs, at least I'd have to say as well. So we have the pen on the outside. We have a small plastic bag with a medical supplies inside. For me, a small little boo-boo kit again. We have a small vial or a small tube of hand sanitizer. On this side, I have my small AAA light, and then I have a hank of about 25 feet of 550 paracord on the side here. And then attached to the handle, I have an S-binder clip, and this is the back of the bag here. So very very basic, which I like, but it's huge though. It's a very big bag. It's my biggest EDC bag. Now the main thing with this one is that I have a lot of stuff in the plastic bag here. My chargers, my handkerchief, a whole bunch of things that are not very well organized. I have my nail clipper, my sewing kit inside, and this is basically just a way for me to keep things from falling around in the pack. On this side you can see my mechanical pencil, my AAA light in titanium, my lighter, my refined P1 titanium pen light combo. In the back here I do have my VX7R radio here. This is a quad band radio, it's waterproof as well. So that's one of the important things about this pack, is that it allows me to put my VX7R radio inside of there, and had the AA adapter case inside of it so I can run it off of AA's. I also have the actual lithium ion battery in here as well, which I can use, and I have the antenna over here, and I have the SO239 to B&C connector adapters with it as well. Here I have the 500 milliliter platypus water bottle with a cap on it. I have my charging cable from a USB power source to charge the battery inside the VX7R. I have my AA USB solar charger here. So you could pop in a pair of AA's in here, charge them up, use the solar panel to charge it up. I do carry extra AA's batteries in this bag, but I'm not going to go through the whole bag and show you everything. Just some of the essential differences. I do have a full tang knife in here as well. This is an off-brand one. I think it's made by K-Bar as well. And then I have a Leatherman Rev first edition here. And again, I have a toothbrush, toothpaste inside of here, super glue. I've got my small shot glass here, which is stainless steel where I can boil water. I've got my headlamp. This is a Zebra Light 1AA battery, H52 neutral white. And then I have some iodine tablets, paracord, a ferrite rod here wrapped in plastic, a 2-liter dry sack here, and then inside there's like a zipper pouch behind all this stuff here where I have my Mylar blanket and all the other items. So that is the huge big kit that I have, and my first kit that I've made. As you can see, it's not the best kit, but it did get me started on EDC bags, and I did carry this one around for a very long time. And it's just proved to be too heavy, and accessing a lot of these items, you kind of have to put them back in a certain way to get it all fit. So it kind of just, even now when I'm trying to zipper it up, it kind of gets in the way of this plastic bag here. And you know, it's kind of a little bit more of a challenge to get everything nicely, neatly organized in here, which it really isn't. So, but it did have everything in the bag. It did have everything in one spot for me, which was the good thing about it, and it taught me a lot about organizing. So I kind of upgraded 2 other bags. So going back to some final thoughts, my latest EDC bag that I've made is the 5x7 here. I've already done a video on it. This is my favorite one because it's just so easy to carry around. It's small, it's not bulky like the, well, it's kind of bulky for its size, but it's not bulky like the Maxpedition one. And I can wear it around my persons. It's interchangeable with my backpacks. I take this backpacking. It has all my essential gear in it. It's been cut down to the what I believe are the essentials that I use a lot. So I thought I'd just show you guys what kind of EDC bags I use and why I use them, and what kind of ones I made and why I changed them up a bit. Thanks for watching.